A very happy day to my dear students. I, Angel Singh, welcome you all to the online English classes. I hope you are fit, fine, and healthy. Children, we have studied many stories about our army men protecting our country, sacrificing their lives for their country, making their flag roar high for their country. And they could even kill themselves, lay down their lives so that we can sleep nicely at night. Today I am here with an interesting story about Amrita Devi, the guardian angel of woods, who sacrificed her life in protecting the trees. Yes, children, you heard it correct. She sacrificed her life for protecting the trees. So it is a story, the massacre that occurred in the Bishnoi village in Jodhpur. Amrita Devi, a Bishnoi woman, lived in Khejardi, a village in Jodhpur district of Rajasthan. The Bishnois are the members of the community of nature worshippers. They worship the nature. Why was it called Khejardi village? Why was the name put like that? The name was derived from the khejri trees which were in abundance in the village. These trees proved to be very important for the villagers as it provided shelter, fodder for the cattle, and were good for the growth of the crops. The main characters in the massacre were Amrita Devi, Maharaja Abhay Singh, Ashu, Ratni and Bhagubai, Amrita Devi's daughters, Girdhar Bhandari, the minister, the chief woodcutter, the tribal chief, and Bishnoi community people. These all were the main characters in the massacre that took place, to which our protagonist is Amrita Devi and her three daughters. So let's see what happened on that day. It is known as the Black Tuesday. On a Tuesday morning, when Amrita Devi was at home with her three daughters, she learnt that a number of people had disrupted the peace of her little green village. Now, how was the peace disrupted? These men were all royal messengers who came to the village to cut down the khejri trees, which were required by the king so that his new castle could build up. They required those trees to burn the lime so that the building that was to be constructed should be very, very powerful. Then, what was the Maharaja's order? A party of Maharaja Abhay Singh, so who was the Maharaja Abhay Singh, he gave out the rule, he gave out the orders to cut down the tree. Ruler of Jodhpur descended on this village to fell green khejri trees for burning lime for the construction of a new palace. So this Maharaja Abhay Singh, he gave the orders to his royal messengers and the woodcutters to cut down the trees as he needed the wood for building up a new palace. Now, how did Amrita Devi protested? Amrita Devi protested against the king's men, very brave woman, to protest against the king's rule, attempting to cut green trees as it is prohibited in Bishnoi religion. See, I told you in the beginning that they were mother nature worshippers. So it was prohibited in their religion to cut down the trees. What was the cost? If a tree is saved even at the cost of one's head, it's worth it. This is what Amrita Devi said. And she offered her head. The axes which were brought to cut the trees severed her head and her three young daughters. When they protested, when the people came to cut down the trees, they hugged the trees. Amrita Devi and her three daughters. And she said, "We won't let you cut down the trees. Instead, you can have our heads." Now, we normally would think that okay, then they would have returned back. No, but it wasn't like that. They cut down their heads. For every green tree to be cut, one Bishnoi volunteer sacrificed his or her life. 363 Bishnois became martyrs. It completely shook the tree felling party. They left and informed the Maharaja. These all villagers, they all united together to protect the trees of their village. And 363 people of the village offered their head in place of one tree. This were their dedication towards their mother nature, and they were true to the religion which they followed. Honoring the courage of the Bishnoi community, the Maharaja apologized for the mistake. When those woodcutters returned back to the royal court and informed about the incident that just took place, Maharaja was moved and he apologized. He was deeply hurt for the sacrifice of these people. The king was moved by the uncomplaining nature of simple and kind hearted people, issued a royal decree. Now, another thing, the villagers were very brave. At the same time, they were kind hearted because they knew that we have no right to protest against the king. We cannot go and sit on dharnas or something like that. They could have followed the same thing. But no, they didn't do that. Instead, they sacrificed their own lives. The royal decree said that felling of green trees and hunting of animals are strictly prohibited. Not only the green trees but also the animals. If by mistake any individual violates this order, he or she will be prosecuted. Even the members of the ruling family must not shoot animals. Ruling family means anybody from the royal court. They were not allowed to go on hunting. So killing of animals and cutting down of trees after the massacre was prohibited in the village. So children, we learned a lesson. If we give wages to those who plant trees, like we give wages to those who cut trees, the world will be green. Think over it. We give wages to people to cut down the trees. Instead, if we give them wages or salaries to plant one tree, then our world would turn into a green world. This is how we can make a commitment to ourselves. We all are religious, but worshipping the nature, protecting it, is the most important religion and the good best religion, I would say, apart from humanity. So I hope children, you liked the story. You learned a lot from this story. Make a commitment to yourself that you are going to protect the nature as Amrita Devi. Thank you so much. Have a nice day. God bless you all.